Hey everybody, it's Chris Guns. Welcome back to Pro Boxing Insider Radio. And like most of the boxing world, I'm surprised by the positive test by Antonio Tarver. It's unbelievable how prevalent this problem is becoming in the sport. So I'm going to give Buddy McGirt a call. Buddy McGirt knows Antonio Tarver better than most people. Been in his corner for the better part of his career. I'm going to see how surprised Buddy McGirt is. Buddy's in New Zealand now, so it's going to be a little problem getting a hold of him, but I'm going to have Buddy McGirt when you hear my voice again. Buddy McGirt, there you are. What are you doing down in New Zealand, man?
Right now watching the Hill Street Blues.
Nah.
And I'm here for Monty Barrett. He's fighting Shane Cameron in about 10 days.
Yeah, how's he looking?
He's looking good. We just got here, to be honest, this weekend, so we really haven't done anything. We're going to start today, get back on track today.
Yeah. I actually wanted to talk to Monty, see how he's feeling. Think he'd give an interview at some point? I got his number.
Yeah, I'll relay the message to him, later today.
Thank you, man. I wanted to talk to you about Antonio Tarver, man. You knew Antonio for years. You've been in his corner for the better part of his career, and he owes you a lot for the times that you literally talked him through tough times and helped him win fights that he might have lost. How surprised were you with this positive test?
I still don't believe it.
No? What do you think's going on, like, in the sport like that? If the fighters don't have any kind of knowledge of what's happening?
You know what? I really don't know. You know what I mean? I got the news when I was here in New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't believe it. I haven't spoke to Antonio yet because I know he's probably getting a zillion and one calls.
Yeah.
But I just hope that, and pray that everything comes back negative. That, that could have been some type of, I don't know, man. You never know with these things, man.
Yeah, it's
you never know.
It's. Do you think it's a corrupt sport, like in that way, where they might interfere with like testing?
No, I don't want to use the word corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I've been in boxing, man, for almost 40 years of my life.
Yeah.
So to use the word corrupt would be very wrong of me. I just think that sometimes how can I put this here? I think that when these guys come in with call it some strength and conditioning guys, and they're giving you all these type of drinks to take and all that. My thing is this: the greatest fighters in the world didn't use them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
and
why are people using them now?
Yeah. And
so I still don't believe that Antonio would do nothing like that. I know for a fact he wouldn't.
Mm-hmm. Do you worry that it might shed doubt on many of his accomplishments?
Nah, not at all. Because he's taking urine tests every fight.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nothing new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just don't see him taking steroids. I don't see it. You look at his body, shit, he don't look like it. You know what I mean? So it's not like he's cut up and it's put on a massive weight, and you know what I'm saying, and running through people like some people would expect it for guys on steroids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just don't see it.
I was thinking that too, because I looked up drastanolone, the drug that they said he had in his system, and it's used to dry you out and cut you up and make those fibers in your muscles stand out more. So I don't see that when I see Antonio either, man. I was thinking that.
He's never been one to be a body beautiful.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know what the drug was that they said he was using.
It's called drastanolone. That's what it's called. But you have.
What does it do?
It dries you out and cuts you up, and it makes the fibers in your muscles like stand out more and make it more easy to see and more of a body beautiful. I guess.
Okay. All right. Well, you saw him at the weigh-in. Did he look like a body beautiful?
No, he didn't.
I don't know, man. I just can't believe it.
Yeah. And aside
I don't believe it. Let me rephrase that. I don't believe it.
Yeah. And aside from Antonio, you have people like Lamont Peterson and Shane Mosley and Andre Berto. there's been many more high-profile names whose names have been on the Belko Malin list too, and a lot of speculation on a lot more, and at the top of the sport too. How big of a problem do you think it is, and how prevalent do you think it is, like, with the new trainers coming in? And
I think those new trainers should all be banned from training fighters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we're seeing.
They'll eliminate the bullshit, because that's all it is bullshit.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, did Muhammad Ali have a strength and conditioning coach? Did Sugar Ray Robinson have one?
Mm-hmm.
No, they're the greatest fighters ever.
Yeah.
But why the guys say they need them?
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's all bullshit if you want to know the truth.
Yeah. So you don't. How do you fake something like that though? Where do you think that comes from, or do you think they're just sneaking it in things?
You know, you hear stories.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been approached.
Yeah.
I've heard stories how guys, say that certain trainers will call them and tell them they got something that can't be detected, or they got something that can make them better. You know what I mean? And it might make the average athlete better.
Mm-hmm.
But in boxing, either you can fight or you can't.
Yeah. And
That's just the bottom line. Either you can fight or you can't fight. I mean, it might make a runner who's fast run a little faster.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in boxing, either you can fight. Nothing's going to make you fight better. But, all right, a good trainer, or either you have it or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
So in boxing, you can take anything. If you can't fight, it don't make no difference.
You got that right. That's true, buddy. A lot of fighters.
You get it on the chin, you get hit right, you going to sleep.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what you take.
That's true. Yeah. And we get to see Antonio speak and talk a lot because he's a Showtime commentator and stuff. So we know how smart he is, and we knew him through the years. He's a real intellectual type of guy. He thinks a lot and is just more able to.
It's not in his character to do something like that. It's just not in his character. You understand? I mean, it's not him. I think that the matter will be cleared. I think maybe he took something and didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
But to say that he outright knew, I can't believe that.
Yeah, and a lot of those fighters, a lot of them claim no knowledge of what they tested positive for, and come off as a lot of them come off as surprised.
Because you know what it is, man. You get, like I said, you get these strength and conditioning guys. Mm-hmm. They hand you these shakes. Take this post workout, pre-workout. My dick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit, man.
Yep.
I've seen guys take those shakes and look worse.
Mm-hmm.
And then they forget to take them the next day, and they look like $1 million in the gym.
Yeah. Yep. So what do you?
I think they all should be banned from training fighters.
Yeah. Yeah. And what about like someone like Shane Mosley who admitted to using stuff in the past? Should he be allowed into the Hall of Fame? And if yes, should there be like an asterisk near his name?
I mean, if you admit that you took it,
and
you admit you knew you was cheating, then that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Then you have to question yourself as a man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what do you think about Shane Mosley making the Hall of Fame? Would you put him in there? Or the fighters who admitted to?
No.
Okay. And for further testing and deeper testing, where can the money legitimately come from without pissing certain people off? Because it can't be just relegated to testing the very elite of the game. It has to be more thorough and extremely widespread and open, and not corrupted.
Well, I think what they should do is, the bigger the fight,
mm-hmm.
the stricter the test, because they got the money to pay for it.
Yeah. And what would you say to any fighter in the sport who's taken any kind of PED?
If you need that, question yourself as a man.
Yeah. Are you worried at all for the sport in terms of how the public views the game?
Nah, I'm not worried, because you got fighters out there who don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, so because this, these little situations, you can't let it upset the game. I mean, boxing has survived a lot of controversy through the years.
Yeah.
But like I say, you've never ever had a problem in boxing with this stuff until these so-called strength and conditioning guys came into play.
Mm-hmm. So you don't work with any of them?
I think that they all should be banned from training pro fighters, man. I just work with professional boxers because they don't do nothing but fuck up the sport.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I feel the same way about it. And we're almost in July. It's upon us, and July marks the 3rd year since both Arturo Gatti and Vernon Forrest have been gone. You knew both of them well. Speak on Arturo Gatti a little bit, buddy.
I mean, listen, dude. I mean, he lived the way he fought, but he had all the gold.
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
Yeah. Yep. That was a horrible, horrible month, actually. Vernon Forrest, a brave guy and great fighter who...
I got back from Arturo's funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Vernon called me, asked me how was the funeral. I told him, you know. And then we got on a conversation of Michael Jackson, about Michael Jackson's funeral. And I told Vernon, I said, I saw you on the news standing outside Michael Jackson's house with a leather jacket on and gloves, and he started laughing. You know what I mean? And I'll never forget, he was at Zachary's ordering some chicken. I was like, damn, man, you ordered a lot of chicken. He said, this ain't for me, this is for the girl in the car. I'm like, you know, damn well that's your chicken you ordered. And he started laughing. He said, look, he called me Dirt McGirt. He said, look, Dirt, we're going to start training next week. I said, no problem. I said, just let me know when you're ready. He said, I'll call you at the end of the weekend, we get rolling. And then I got that call a couple of days later, about 5:30 in the morning, man. I was in the bed, my phone rang, and my cell phone, I looked, I saw it was an Atlanta number. I'm like, oh, this is not good. And bam, it was Amika, and she told me, and just like, it tore a part out of me. At that point, I was ready to, at that point, you know, I was upset, you know what I mean, because I was like, shit, 2 in a row, man, you know, and one's still active, one's still a world champion.
Yeah.
I mean, one I just spoke to a couple of days ago, and you know, I was close with both of them, and it was like, damn. I mean, so it was tough. It was tough.
Yeah.
Tough,
and you knew those two, hands on. What do you?
Yeah.
Also, 3 years since the great Alexis Arguello passed too. What do you remember about Arguello?
Man, not only his great fights, but the good times we had at Canastota at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, it's funny. Canastota, there's a place called Graziano. It's a little restaurant bar that everyone goes to. And this year it wasn't the same because Bob Foster, Joe Frazier, and Arguello wasn't there, man.
Yeah.
Because Bob Foster and Joe Frazier would be singing Mustang Salad. It's funny to think of it. And Arguello would be dancing with everybody on the damn dance floor.
You know they were there, though. You just didn't see them.
Oh, man. Oh, you knew they were there because, you know what I mean, it was, you know what I mean, and Arguello, you know, he still like he weighed 140 pounds, man, and just a great, great guy, man, and, I mean, so, I mean, it was a tough year for boxing, but, you know, like, you know, boxing, we'll bounce back. We've been through a whole lot more.
Yeah. Buddy McGirt, thank you, sir. Here you're blowing up again.
You know,
Appreciate your time.
Can you hold 1 second?
Yeah. Yep.
That's me. I missed the call. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
It's like, buddy, how come you never responded to me on Facebook? I'm like, I don't go on Facebook. So a friend is like, that's your page. I'm like, it's my face up there, my name up there, but it's not me.
Yeah.
So you know what happened, man? I would say about 4 or 5 days later, I'm back home in Florida and I'm sleeping. And you know, I hear my wife, her cell phone ring. She answered the cell phone, and it's her girlfriend. Girlfriend says, you know, I just called to tell you, buddy's a liar. This is his page. She goes, I'm talking to him on the computer right now. My wife said, buddy's in the bed sleep. I'm looking right at him. And my wife came in here and handed me the phone.
Wow.
Hello? My friend was like, oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. I'm like, if I tell you it's not me, why the fuck would you call my wife? Are you speaking to me on the computer?
Yeah. Yep.
Man, I mean, you just trying to create trouble. But now, at that point, the point I'm trying to make is, if I wasn't home at that point in time, what would have happened?
Yeah. True.
If I wasn't home in the bed, say if I was here in New Zealand or on the road somewhere.
Yep. You'd be going through a divorce, possibly.
Thank you. She's like, I'm talking to Buddy right now. He's answering all my questions. And my wife's like, Buddy's right here asleep. I'm looking right at him.
Thank God for that moment. You know?
I'm like, ain't this a bitch?
Wow.
Yeah, man. So, I'm going to say, that's just trouble.
I'll be on the lookout for imposter Buddy McGirt on Facebook and Twitter, because Buddy doesn't get into Facebook or Twitter.
I don't fuck around, though. I go the other way.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Antonio, man. He's gonna clear his name. I know he is.
Yeah, I hope so, because
all right, man.
It's shocking. I appreciate it, Buddy. Appreciate all the time.
My pleasure.
And God bless you in New Zealand, and tell Monty good luck.
All right, you got it, babe. And I'll pass his message. What number you want me to give him if he's gonna do it?
I'll give you the number right now.
I'm gonna tell you now. You might get a call from either his girlfriend first or another guy. Just, it's like a chain of command. It's all bullshit, but.
I think I got Monty's number, actually, so I'll text him and see what he says.
I texted him, man. I don't know if he's going to answer it over here, but
Yeah, all right.
I mean, I'll relay the message, though, for sure.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate all your time, man. Thank you.
All right, babe.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And that was Buddy McGirt, one of the coolest people in the game. Thank you for your time, buddy, and can't wait to talk to you again. Follow me on Twitter at Chris2Guns. Thank you.